Hello, this is Ben119 and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be carrying on with the Link's Crossbow training walkthrough, and we're on level number 5 today, and we're going to be getting platinum on this level as well because it's a platinum walkthrough and we're getting platinum on every level. So yeah, let's start with stage 1, which is in City in the Sky. So we're about halfway through the game. Once we've done this level, we'll be like slightly over halfway through the game. This is the like halfway point of the game. And I'd say from about this point in the game, the difficulty does pick up a little bit. You're going to see a difficulty curve. Like, the targets are going to be more precise to hit. The enemy levels are going to be more challenging. Like, the enemies are going to be more hidden. And yeah, the game just gets harder. Now again, if you stick to like the tactics I've been talking about, the game still stays manageable. So I'd recommend again just playing at a nice slow pace and just making sure you're accurate with everything. But with this Uku level, big tip, don't actually hit the Ukus because they drop the targets and you also lose your multiplier and you lose 100 points on top of that. So like right there, as you can see, an Uku flew in front of me as I was aiming for another target. I lost my multiplier and I lost 100 points and it sucks. So yeah, don't do that. And where you can get quite a few points is at the end of each round, all the Ukus will drop their targets. And when the targets have been dropped, for some reason they are worth more points. So when you get to the end of a round, I'd recommend waiting for them to drop the targets and then getting more points from them. You don't have to, but if you want to get like a good score, then I'd recommend doing that. But even though we lost our multiplier, we still got a pretty decent score. We got 32,000 on that first level. I'd say stage 1 of level 5 is the hardest stage to get a good score on. So don't worry if you get like a fairly low score on that first stage, because you can make it up really easily with this stage. Now, this stage looks really difficult. You have like these enemies jumping out of the sand, and all I do is I just put the cursor where they're about to land. Like, I follow them around, I track them around, and when they jump out, I just put my cursor to where they're going to jump to, and then I just shoot them mid-air. If you constantly try and chase them, you can end up just shooting behind where they are. But like right here, you always want to keep your cursor in front of the direction they're moving in. And don't worry about like going for like optimal kills. Like, if he jumps out of the sand and you've only just turned to where he's jumped, you don't have to shoot him. You can wait for him to like jump out again. Like, obviously if you want a high score, then optimize that as much as you can. And again with this part here with the P-hats traveling around Link, I just wait for them to appear in front of Link and then I just shoot them. So I'm not sure if I think I mentioned this, but on certain levels, I think on every level, you get a Triforce piece if you complete enough of that level. And the Triforce piece is worth 5,000 points, so even though I do say be accurate, like, obviously be quick enough to try and get to the end of that level, because those extra 5,000 points will mean a lot going for platinum. So that right there, as you can see, I got 54,000 points. So yeah, you can make it up really easily with that second level. And again, I could have got even more points at the end, but I sadly dropped my combo quite near the end. And right here is one of my favourite moving about levels. I'm just gonna call it a move about level. It's basically a level where you can control Link and you can shoot stuff. And it's the Hidden Village. And something I really like is in Twilight Princess, the actual mission in Hidden Village where you shoot all the bokoblins is actually very similar to this mission. And some of the bokoblins I think are actually in the exact same locations as they would be in Twilight Princess. So I think that's a really good attention to detail. And you know, it's just a really good location because it's quite an underrated location. It's not in the game much. It's just quite nice to see it in Link's Crossbow training. Like, there's so many locations that they could have used that they haven't, but the ones that they did use were really good. And we'll get onto them later and we'll talk about them. But there we go. Sadly, right there, I dropped my combo right at the end. But again, that I dropped it so close to the end, it doesn't really matter that much, because we're easily getting platinum anyway. Again, I mentioned this on part 4, but I do really like it how there's so much to do in each level. Like, I've killed all the enemies and yet there's still things I can do. Like, I can break a few pots to get a few extra points. I can get the gold rupees if I ever want to. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but sometimes when you break a pot, a gold rupee can come out of it. And if you shoot it, as soon as it comes out, you get 1,000 points. And however long you leave it, it decreases in value. So the quicker you shoot it, the more points you get. And yeah, it's just like an extra side thing you can do. But there you go, we got a huge amount of points from stage 2 and 3 to make it up. and we got platinum. So yeah, that's how you get platinum on level 5. So next time we're going to be taking on level 6, which has probably got my favourite stage in the whole game, so stay tuned for that. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.